Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. So, real quick shout out to sponsor, Tech Industries. If you're ever in the need of someone to do something, or you need something, call Tech Industries and see if they do it, or don't. We don't care. Anyhow, jumping straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that is going to be very, very unpopular. Like, not only do all our videos already suck, alright, hands down, we know that, you know that, but you're here anyway, thanks Ma. But, we're going to be talking about something that's going to be very, very unpopular, and, it is what it is. We're going to be, being one of the first to kind of stick it out there. Not the first, of course, there's people that have had, some of these harbored feelings and things of that nature. But, straight up, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not a 10 out of 10 game. Is it a very good game? Yes, it is a very good game. There's no doubting that or arguing with any of that. You're gonna have a great experience. It's worth full retail price. Any, qualms aside about the additional content that you get with getting the other tier editions and things like that of the game, the game is good. For what it is, it's really, really good. It's immersive, it's beautiful, and things like that. But it's not a 10 out of 10. Why is it not a 10 out of 10? Well, we're going to tell you why it's not a 10 out of 10. And that's because if you think about games that, really, really, really do things well, that stick out in your mind, you're going to have classics. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 has the typical kind of issues with the control of the avatar. Alright, you're going to be trying to focus in on something, or you're going to be trying to walk to the edge of a cliff or something, and you're going to have that open-worldy Grand Theft Auto-like, issue where you're not going to hit the step exactly that you want to, or, the character will go tumbling off the cliff, or, things like that. That's one issue. Another one is minor glitches and imperfections. Granted, it's an open-world game, and it's massive, and there's so much to do, and that's why it's so good. But 10 out of 10 good? No, because there's some glaring like issues that you can come across in it. Everything from some unforeseen glitches riding your horse, into something, and, your guy goes flying, vertically, just some absurd stuff. We've gone to hitch our horse, and, there's the animation, but, there's no bridle there, that you tie onto the post or whatever, and, same thing with, while you're feeding horses and things like that, there's, yes, some animation to it, but, you don't get to see the carrot you're putting in his mouth, or little things like that, man. Is it a bad game? No, like we said, entirely worth the retail, and it's up there, man. It's upper nines. It's just not a 10. Why else, man? Well, if you think about things that stand out in a game, right? Think about the fight with the stranger, man, in God of War. The first time that you play that sticks out as something that has been kind of innovatively done in a game, man. You will never have another first battle like that ever again. And Red Dead Redemption 2 does not offer any of those moments. Now, have we beaten Red Dead Redemption 2? No, we're taking our time with it. It's a beautiful game. It's amazing. It's entirely worth picking up and playing. But everyone keeps kind of cramming these, Rockstar giblets, man, down their throat and saying, 10 out of 10, game of the console. Is it a contender for it? Yeah, most certainly. Are we the one to decide entirely for the entire generation what the game of the, generation is going to be? No, man, vote on it, do it democratically, whatever you want to say. We're just trying to bring light to some other points and facts that folks have not mentioned, or maybe went by the wayside or something like that. Think about other games too that have just nailed aspects of the game that Red Dead Redemption 2 does not come close in doing. Think about Uncharted 4. The first time that you slide down, that little hillside there with all the rocks and things like that, that is amazing. The physics on it are ridiculous, and Naughty Dog knocked that out of the park. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 has none of that. Is Red Dead Redemption 2 good? Yes. Is Uncharted 4 as good as Red Dead Redemption 2? These are all, it's up to individuals and things like that. But we're just saying, is it a 10 out of 10? Did it do something that entirely blew things away. No, aside from being one of the most perfect, immersive, open world games, which is bragging rights on its own. Like, it does really well, man. There's a lot of stuff in the environment. But you will kind of run across some of the same little side quest people and stuff like that, that are encountering the same issues and things. Does it get boring? No. It's very enjoyable. And, down to some of the dialogue, too, man. You'll be walking through camp and the people are saying the same stories and repeating the same things and things of that nature. But, like we said, it's an amazing game. It's entirely worth picking up. It's just, in our opinion, as anyone who's seen all of our videos, which is you, thanks Ma, knows, we don't ever rate a game a 10 out of 10, and I don't think we most likely ever will, because there's always going to be a little thing, man, a little thing here or there that's going to drop it down that .01 or whatever. You can come close, but there's always going to be something. Are we just very nitpicky like that? Yeah, maybe. Are we wrong for having these opinions that it's not a 10 out of 10? Nah, man. From everything that we've seen that's come out and just been like shoved down people's throats, that 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, it's up there, man, but it's not quite there. There's other games that have done things that stand out, that go by the wayside, man, as time goes on and things progress. But anyhow, Red Dead Redemption 2 not being a 10 out of 10, what do we think of you? Well, we think out of a 10, you're up there, upwards of as close to it as you can get, but not quite. And are there other games that have done stuff, that stick out and should be bragging rights on their own? Yes, man, there are some other games out there that have done some amazing things, but who are we? No one cares. Anyhow, have a good one. You probably didn't catch next time, probably won't.